Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the time period of March 2022. For those of you who are new to my channel, it's great to have you here. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Hope that you decide to stay, okay? Um, Before I begin with your reading, I just want to let you guys know that I have a few cases covered in the Keys to Akasha section of my channel. Please feel free to view them. If you have questions, comments, and or concerns regarding any of those cases, you can kindly comment below the videos. And also, if you have inquiries about any of my cases, you can always send me a direct message to my Instagram at Amani 777. You can also send me an email to iavakasha108 at gmail.com. Okay. In the community panel, you may also comment below that for any cases that you want covered, and it'll be easy for me to see it as well. Okay, so you have a few options in terms of reaching out to me. All right. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you for March. I'm getting this idea about, I don't know if you're saying it or if someone else could be saying it as well too. I can't move. I can't move here yet, or like I don't something yet. It has something to do with a move or living somewhere specific. So you can't move yet, or you may want to save money before you move. I mean, that would make sense to do. Or you could be waiting for something or someone before you make some type of decision regarding some type of move. I'm getting the idea of down south as well. You may move down south, anywhere down south actually. They said it's cheaper to live down there. But I mean, it's totally up to you. Like, you know, you have Texas, Atlanta, you have Georgia, the Carolinas, etc. So if you're trying to go down there, for some of you that may be the case, but let's see what resides with other cancers. Okay. I was getting something as I was shuffling. I was picking up an investment opportunity as well. So the down south idea may reside with an investment opportunity that someone could be offering you. All right. I'm being drawn to an Aries and a Sagittarius energy. Could also be Leo. Fire is coming through, but it could be whatever sign. The Wheel of Fortune is underneath. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune, being that it's in your tangible space, it would imply a decision that you need to make to, I'm banning something about transferring jobs. You may consider transferring jobs, or what's another situation? If you work for a job that has a branch, if you may transition to, if you could transition in that job to a branch that is in a location that you decide to move to, if that makes any sense. All right, so say for example you work for Chase, and you work at a Chase in North Dakota. I don't know, I'm giving an example. You work for a Chase in Chicago, you work for a Chase in Atlanta, for example, and you want to transfer, you can transfer. I'm also getting something about employee benefits. You may want to look into that as well. And the firm I just named may be something, Chase may be an important bank for you. But I'm getting something about employee benefits. So whatever job that you get, I guess maybe you want to check to see if it has a 401k distribution plan. You can look to see if that's available. I mean, not every job has that, but the transferring idea is that, you know, 401k is transferable. So if you're in one job that has it and you've been set up with it for a while, you leave that job, just make sure that the next job that you go to, you can transfer your 401k distribution status. All right, with the Wheel of Fortune underneath. So there's a couple of things coming through that may be really important. Some of those things, if you're not dealing with now, you may want to look into. So if that's not something that you deal with now, you may want to look into that. Okay. But it does involve a move. It does involve the contemplation of moving, however you want to look at moving job, moving up in a job, moving, if you work for a branch, like a company that has a branch, you want to look to see what's going on with the distribution, the distribution of benefits within that job, if that's something that you're looking into. The Seven of Cups is here. So the Seven of Cups will be that you do have options on where to live. You do have options in terms of where to work with the Seven of Cups. And this is your energy and that of other water signs as well too. Okay. I feel like you're asking yourself this interesting question of, what if I make a mistake? I don't know why you're asking yourself that, but that could be one question that you do have. If I'm looking at these cups as well too, and they look like margaritas, martinas, mojitos, etc. So I don't know if you feel like something may be going on with alcoholism. I don't know, you may drink, or you could be tied to someone that drinks. And I don't know if something is going on, or the business that you're looking into may have something to do with alcohol. That could be a possibility as well too. Like what do you call it? Like bartending. It could be opening up a wine shop, or managing like a wine shop, or what's another situation? Like a family owned bar, family owned restaurant, that maybe that could be your responsibility, or like looking for a job that has something to do with that. Like, okay, I see what's going on too. Here's another interpretation. It's just an idea. The investment opportunity, it doesn't only have to be down south. Like the investment opportunities, you can invest in wine. Like I did see something like that where you can actually invest in wine, and that could be something that you want to look into if that's the case. If it's not anything like that, then it's just a regular property. If it's not an object or some type of like a franchise, then you still want to consider investing. But there's this feeling of trying to figure out if I am doing it right. You're trying to figure out if you're doing it the right way, or if it's a move or related to some type of living arrangement, or an investment opportunity in another state or province and country, whatever. Am I making the right choice, or am I making a mistake? So it feels like you have there's a few things coming off of this energy that you're really contemplative about. One has to do with a move. One has to do with an investment opportunity that you may get offered, or you already were offered. And then there's something also going on here with like alcohol. It's something about a business that it could just be like quitting drinking if you do drink. As simple as that. Or the business that you're looking into has something to do with this, like a winery, investing in wine, vineyards, things of that nature. Okay, something has to do with that. But I think down south, there's a few popular vineyards that people do visit, and I feel drawn to talk about that. So I feel like that's something that you could be doing, okay, for somebody. The Seven of Swords is here, so that's in a waiting position. That would be plans. It's air element as well. So I don't know if you're in communication with an air sign. I get supposed to go with. So the air sign is someone that you're supposed to do something with. So it's an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that is male or female, you're supposed to do something specific. If it's a move, travel, you're visiting a vineyard, you're doing some type of investing somewhere, you're supposed to do that with the air sign, if that makes any sense. All right. But what's happening with this? What's happening with this energy? Again, not sure. What's happening with the energy is that the air sign that you're tied to, they may not be sure of an opportunity that you're either presenting them with. I mean, sometimes things happen where If you're dealing with someone and they present you with some type of opportunity, they may change their mind about, and it could change the course of what you have planned or what you have planned to do with them. So I am hoping they won't change. So when I hit that note, you're hoping they won't change. Change could be change who they are as a person, change like who they are, like how they connect with you as a person, or change their mind. That could be a possibility. So you either are contemplative about your involvement with an air sign, and the choices that you do make with the air sign could change, could change the course of what you had going on singularly by yourself. Or you're hoping that they won't change, like you're hoping that they won't change their personality or who they are or who you know them to be as a person. But there's things that they experience separately from you that they may not be expressing to you, that may be really private to them. I get open up. It has something to do with them opening up and revealing aspects of their personality that they may have kept hidden, if that makes any sense. And that's why it's a 7, because I feel like you're trying to dig for answers that they may not be forthcoming about. And I get involvement. So when I hit that note, it has to do with involvement, like you being involved with them, or them. I get fixated. They're either fixated with you or they're fixated on something else, and you're trying to figure out what it is or who it is they're fixated on. Okay, it's separate from you. They could be fixated on what they have going on with you, but I feel like they're dealing with something or someone external, or they're fixated on a situation external, like interfering. Whatever it is interfering with the bond that you have with them one-on-one. It interferes with that bond, the fixation, but we'll find out what that fixation is, okay? The Ten of Wands energy is the present. So I did say from the beginning I was picking up fire sign energy. Something may be difficult with them. I get an Aquarian. So it has something to do with an Aquarian. It could be whatever air sign, like Geminis and Libras. The Aquarian is coming through. So the difficulty that you experience with a fire sign has to do, I get going away. It has to do with going away, period. Like from the beginning, or like going away, or the air sign going away, or going away with the air sign, or letting the air sign go away by themselves, or you go somewhere by yourself, do something by yourself, take up an opportunity by yourself. It has to do with the fire sign. I get need. It has to do with the fire sign energy's need. So before I move any further, what this feels like to me is that you either have I got a colleague too. Something's going on with your communication with a colleague. But the colleague is fixated on something or someone else or a situation external from you that they may not have been talking to you 100% about. They may have been really secretive about that. So you literally have to dig for answers. That's one element of the situation. If it's not a colleague, then it's a friend or a lover, partner, a family member that I get an investment. Like something's going on with them with investment. Investment could mean them being invested in you. Investment could mean that they made an investment that affects the relationship that you do have with them. So they're fixated on that investment, if that makes any sense. So if it's a separate investment that has nothing to do with you, they made their own investment in or with someone else, and they're not forthcoming about that with you. So that's why the Ten of Wands is here. You could be embodying, because you may not understand why they're not revealing the truth. Who they've been talking to. They've been talking to someone, or they're involved with a situation that they're fixated on that is impacting you. It could be impacting you emotionally or psychologically with the Ten of Wands here. Okay, it's affecting you because they're not upfront. I get where they moved to. They're not being upfront about where they moved to. I don't know if the fire sign is the one that you could be dealing with. The fire signs could be moving this way with you as well. But I wanted to get back to the point about the investment. The investment that they made, that they're fixated on, it's like the investment that they made or they're trying to make that they're fixated on. I was picking up an Aquarian. Aquarian could have made some type of investment. They're really fixated on that investment. It doesn't involve you. The investment does not involve you. So that's either goes for you in the Aquarian whatever air sign, or that's the connection that you have. I had a Sag. This connection that you have with a Sag as well too. Could be Leos and Aries. So somebody, either one of those energies made some type of investment. I get without your knowledge. They made some type of investment without your knowledge. The investment could possibly involve your information. The investment could involve your information, or the investment, if it didn't involve any of your information, the investment, I guess, to surprise you. The investment also has something to do with a surprise for you. The surprise, it's a surprise, some element. So I'm going to break it in half and say that for some of you, you're dealing with someone that they made some type of investment into something. It could be a car. They made some type of investment into something that they want to surprise you with, and they don't want you to know what it is. But they're acting really aloof on purpose so that you don't find out what it is, like a surprise. And then another half of it is that you sat down with them strategically to make some type of investment or create an investment plan for something, but they are changing their mind about it because it's like they're distracted with it. They're distracted by something else. I don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to do it anymore, or they're just distracted with something else or someone else, if that makes any sense. All right. I'm picking up something really interesting too. Like, I thought you wanted to be with me, or I thought we were going to be together, this, that, and the third. That's your voice to the air sign or fire sign, or that's their voice to you. It just depends on what's going on. The future has the 9 of Sword energy, so that's cruelty. Cruelty is in the future. I don't know why. I wish it was somewhere else. The 10 of Sword energy is here in the instincts. So the air, there's a lot of air coming through here, and I get deceptive. The air, any involvement with an air sign element you deem to be deceptive is extremely deceptive, because you have the 9 and the 10 is there. The 9 and the 10, right? The 9 and the 10. I don't know what it is that they did that was so extreme, but it's like the investment, you were suit. I feel like there's something that you were really excited about, that they ended at the last minute. They ended something at the last minute. What that means to you. They ended something at the last minute. Like, I don't know if it's a bond or it's some type of tie that you have with them. They ended it at the last minute. Right? Or it's some type of the camera was messing up. It's some type of investment that they made. They could have made the investment without you, and you were supposed to be a part of it. Or they did something that it could have been a move. But the reason why they did it is because they're fixated. I get a woman. They could be a woman. You could be a woman, the woman, or there's another woman in the picture that they're fixated on or they're dealing with. So it's a fire sign, or it's an air sign that you have as a partner that they're fixated on some other woman. The woman could be their coworker. The woman could be their friend, another lover that they're fixated on. Okay. The accomplishment has, let me see. The accomplishment has the 3 of work, the 3 of Pentacles. It's next to the 7 of Cups. All right. So the 3 of Pentacles will be your work environment. Like, you have options for work. If it's not only love, it's options for work or where to work. Okay. It's options for work. I'm getting some, instead of doing the other thing. So that's what I'm picking up. Instead of doing the other thing, whatever that is, there was something that you were focused on to work on or do, or someone that you were focused on to be with or work with or do something. But it said whatever, it's like focus on the other thing. Whatever you're doing right now is either correct, or there's something else that you know that you should be doing or that you can do that you really should be focused on. It could be a skill. It could be, I'm getting something about drawing. It could be drawing. I know it's random. It could have something to do with drawing. But I get that's the investment. So there's some type of artwork that there's some type of art related project that you, for some, there's an art related project that you probably were, like, you currently are involved in, or you were involved in, and that you were hoping that either, I had a 10, you could have been hoping that an air sign or the fire sign would attend it, or tend to it, period. Tend to the project, pay attention to the project that you were doing. Something's art related about it. Something's art related. And they either are, the Ten of Swords, and the instinct is they either don't care about the project, or they're unavailable at a time where you expected them to be around for something. Something's art related. Like, I'm looking at the cups, and it looks kind of artsy too, the way the cups are arranged. Right? It could have been like an event where there's, like, you know, like an art showcase, like a gallery walk or something. I'm kind of getting that idea, like a date like that. Some type of date like that is really important. Okay? But if I look at these days, the 10 could be March 10th. Somebody may cancel. That's why I said last minute. Somebody may cancel, or somebody may do something really strange communication wise with you on the 10th, the 9th. Today's the 7th. Maybe you're in communication with them today. The 10 of Wands, and these two 10s here could be that the 10 is really, like, the 10th is really important. The 10th may be important about this time period. Right? But let me differentiate. All right, so there's a few, before I move any further, there's a few situations you have going on here with between air and fire sign energies, where it's like someone that you have, that they're like a love interest, someone that you do business with. I get changed mind when I hit that note. They could be changing their mind about a situation that they have going on with you, whether that's like some type of event, or it's like, I don't know if it's like the whole relationship. I don't know. You could be the one that's initiating that, or they are. Or something's going on with an investment that you want to make with them, and they're not ready, or they don't want to do it anymore. Or you not ready, or you don't want to do it. It just depends on what it is. Or they're making forward movements without your knowledge. They're making forward movements with someone or something else without your knowledge. Whatever that means. I mean, you could be the one that's doing that. The spiritual self has the moon, sign of Pisces. So the moon is in the spiritual self. It's the kind of like needing to see something about a situation. It's Pisces too. You could be dealing with a Pisces. But it's needing to see a situation for what it is. It's needing to see a person for what it is. It's needing to examine the plans that you made with someone specifically. I get you knew that they weren't going to work when I hit that note. You knew they weren't going to work. Work could be like working, like somebody working, or you knew they weren't going to work. Like you knew some type of plan wasn't going to work. Maybe you knew something wasn't going to work with someone or a situation. I mean, I wouldn't be so pessimistic. I mean, you could do something, you can do something without them. I don't know if you were trying to get a Pisces to do something specific with you, and the Pisces can't do something. Maybe the Pisces can't do something with you. Somebody can't, or they changed their mind, something like that. Or it could be the Pisces I get advice from. It could be just a Pisces that you need advice from about a situation. You need the Pisces advice about the air sign. You need the Pisces advice about the fire sign. I get who they deal with. So when I hit that note, it has something to do with who an air sign deals with and who a fire sign deals with. I was picking up Sag a lot. I was picking up Aquarius a lot. But it could be Leos. It could be Aries. It could be Geminis and Libras. Who they deal with separately from you. Who are they making investments with separately from you? I wanted them to go to an art show with me, and they tell me that they can't. They have a work meeting to tend to. 10 of Swords. I told them about this really cool investment down south in this vineyard, or for this winery, or I wanted to go to this winery, and they're telling me they can't. Or I want to move, and they're telling me that they don't want to. So the moon is using whatever it is that is going on there like that. The moon is like, who is my partner dealing with? Who is he or she talking to? What other investment? So the Pisces, I guess the Pisces could have seen something. Could be a Pisces woman. There's a woman on the card. The Pisces could have seen something, or they heard a conversation take place. The conversation may involve you. I get why you're leaving. The conversation involves the question of why you're leaving to go somewhere alone, or why you want to go somewhere specific that does involve, I get their partner. You want to go somewhere specific that involves a Pisces element's partner. You want to go somewhere that involves a Pisces partner. For some of you, it is the Pisces who you're dealing with, who you want to do some sort of investment in things with. That person, they're either related to the Pisces, or they are in a relationship. They're in a relationship with the Pisces. They're in a relationship with a Pisces man or woman. Whoever it is. So if the fire sign isn't only, if the fire sign, I get two timing. If the fire sign is, yes, somebody is two timing a situation here. If the fire sign isn't only with you, for some of you, they also deal with a Pisces. A Pisces is also their partner, or the air sign. It's also their partner. So which would mean, like, if the Pisces could be family, whatever, colleague, co-worker, whatever, but it also feels like there's someone that I get through work. There's someone, if they're not related to you, the Pisces is someone that you know through work. But their partner is someone that you had all these plans to do things with, but you some element about it is that Ten of Swords, you don't know that that's their partner. I don't know if they don't know. It could be them. Maybe they don't know that the air sign is your partner. They don't know the fire sign energy is your partner. So the two timing energy is that if you're dealing with an air sign man or woman, fire sign man or woman, they have a Pisces that's a partner. I get sleep with. They sleep with them. They sleep with them. It's either known or it's unknown. I don't know if it's like an open marriage, an open situation that is going on here. I don't feel some part of it. I don't feel that. I feel like you really don't know that. But then there's another Pisces in the situation that is trying to give you, they're trying to give their 2 cents on something that they saw, something that they know about a fire sign that you are married or you deal with, about an air sign that you're married that you deal with. Like they somebody 2 times, like they deal with a Pisces too. Or maybe they talk, if it's not only like the Pisces being their lover, they seek the Pisces separately from you. They seek the Pisces for the same type of advice that you seek the Pisces for, if that makes any sense. Okay. The mentality has a strength card. Okay, so the strength would be Leo. Like I said, any fire sign. It could be a Leo that deals, the Leo is there. You have Leo, you have Pisces. I was picking up Sag, Aquarius, or whatever air, whatever fire. But the Leo is there with the Ten of Swords. It's something that a Leo did. Or the knowledge and things that you're finding out that they have, that the Pisces is their partner, whether it's a man or a woman. The Pisces is their partner. For some, you're dealing with, for some of you, you're dealing with a Leo that already is tied to a Pisces, it's known or it's unknown. Or you're dealing with a fire sign that's tied to the Pisces, is known, or another fire sign, or a Aries, a Sag, an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra tied to the Pisces, or they get advice from the Pisces and it's known or it's unknown, or that's their partner. That's their partner. And there's people that they sleep together. So a Leo may sleep with a Pisces. Or it could be a Sag that deals intimate. Sag, Aries, Leo deals with Pisces intimately, whether that's in a like family, or it's like they are like lovers. They're like lovers, or it's advice, and someone is not known about that. So whatever with the Pisces being in the middle of the situation, I really didn't know. The Pisces is in the middle of the situation, and she or he really doesn't know something that's going on, or you really don't know what's happening. That's why the strength is in the mentality with the Ten of Swords. So it's not, if it's not only Leo, I get stuck on something. You're stuck on a marriage. You're stuck on what's happening in a marriage. You're stuck on what's happening in some type of relationship that you have, that you chose to be in. You're stuck on that, or you could be contemplating leaving. You could be contemplating leaving someone, whether it could be Leo, you know, you could be or the Pisces may not deal with a Leo anymore. Whatever fire sign or air sign may decide to cut the fire, whatever, cut the Leo off, cut the Sag off, Aries, Pisces, whatever is advice. If it's not only sexual and somebody's too timing in a situation, then it's just some type of advice. I get openly shared. It's some type of advice that you sought that somebody openly shared. So it could be a Pisces. A Pisces could have openly shared something with other people, or a Leo did, Aries did, Sag did, or the air sign. Okay. But that's something to do with investments and moving and wanting to do that with someone specific that is not ready to do that. Okay. Oh, the Leo's frozen. Okay. So the Chariot is here. That's your energy. So travel is changing clearly because of some newfound information. Travel is changing. All right. So you may not travel somewhere specific. I get at this time. You may not travel somewhere specific at this time. Maybe you'll wait a little longer to travel. You know, you might wait a little longer to travel. That's why it's in a changing position. The resolution has the Lover sign. I knew there was a Gemini here. There's a lot of air and fire in the situation. The Lovers is here, sign of Gemini. So the Gemini energy, I get deceptive. You may deem a Gemini to be deceptive. That's why the Nine of Swords and the 10 is there. And you need the strength to deal with that deceptiveness from the Gemini. If it's not only Gemini, it's a partnership that you have with fire and air in general. Right? Because even so, if you look at the Lovers, that's how you know that you have a partnership with somebody that has fire in their element. If you look at the Lovers card, there's two lit flames in the background. They match. The flames let you know that it's a Gemini with a little bit of fire. It's fire with a little bit of air in their chart. Or when you see the Lovers, you know that you're dealing with a fire sign because these two symbols match. You see the colors and the design of the symbol? So that's what's happening there. It's just a partnership that you're in. You have Leo, the air is there. You have this is changing because it's just travel, and then the fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, right? Something maybe the Pisces could something about the Pisces. They either were too timed with an ED. They could be a two timer too. Especially if they're dealing with a Leo, however you want to look at two time. Two time could be like two time in a love thing. Two times could be maybe something happened to somebody two times. Somebody could have got cheated on two times. They've done something twice, whatever that means. So the number 2 may be important to a situation as well. Okay. Let me do an outcome here, Cancer. Strength again, and let me see. And the Emperor. So the Emperor is an Aries and a Taurus, and then you have Leo. So you have an Aries, Taurus, and Leo energy here. Right? They're in the outcome. So what it seems like, you need the strength to deal with an Aries and a Taurus, that's a man. And for some, that's what's going on here. Aries, the Taurus has fire in their element as well. And then Leo, something that is interesting that's going on with a Leo that you have tied to you. Right? Something's going on with the Leo or the Gemini. There's a lot of signs here, so you could, whatever situation. So before I end it, what is happening here is that you want somebody here is like there's a situation of you dealing with someone that I get tied to multiple people. You dealing with someone that is tied intimately to multiple people, or there's someone else that you're dealing with. I mean, or that's someone coming to you and they're telling you that, I found out he or she was doing this and the third with him or her. I don't know, something like that. And then there's something going on with you were really serious about, the investment you could still do, but you had your heart set out on doing it with someone specific, whether that's a Gemini, it's a Leo, whatever. But it's like somebody can't leave their partner for you. You don't want to leave some type of partner that you have for someone, or that's happening to you with the fire sign and the air, the Pisces. The Pisces, I feel like, is in between a situation. And you have Gemini too, that is also involved. Okay? All right, Cancer, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.